picture that you are an owner of a business and you are getting ready to interview the most ideal candidate for the job. I want you to picture what they were wearing, their resume, and how they greeted you. Now, was it a woman or a man? Studies show that at least 75% of people listening to this pictured a man. Women's rights have been a topic of discussion for decades now, and despite a woman running for president and possibly the first women POTUS, women's rights still have a long way to go in every single industry, including sports. Women are given less opportunities, less pay, and often treated as lesser beings. This is why when women break the glass ceiling of whatever arena they're in, we should pause and take notice. Today, I want to tell you about a person I greatly admire, a woman who has reached the pinnacle of success in MMA and has become considered one of the most dominant fighters of all times. That woman is Ronda Rousey. I first discovered Ronda Rousey when I went to a friend's house to watch MMA for the first time in February 2015. I had heard of her, of course, but I had never witnessed a fight, nor did I know much about her. As the previews played, I found myself in awe of her fierce determination to overcome obstacles and has become a strong role model for women everywhere and my inspiration. The first characteristic that stuck out to me about Ronda Rousey is her work ethic. Work ethic to me means how you go about doing your job and how well you do it. This is clearly shown in her everyday life, on how she balances training for fights, her movie career, book signing, speech engagements, and personal life. This has led to an early success, including being the first woman to medal in the World Judo Championships, winning silver. She then went on to compete in the Olympics in Beijing. This work ethic has also led to a 12-1 MMA record and allowed her to gain a record for the fastest submission in MMA history, defeating #1 bantamweight champion Kat Zingano in just 14 seconds. Her work ethic has spurred her career, appearing in the Fast and Furious films, the Entourage movie, and will be the lead role in the new Roadhouse remake, which was first played by a man. Her work ethic has started to change the landscape of sports and Hollywood, but it could only happen through my next point, determination. Her determination to be the best in the world is evident almost immediately. Determination to me means how badly a person wants something, and by overcoming obstacles that might stand in their way. Her determination has many examples of how she has overcome being a woman in a very male-dominant sport. She was the first woman bantamweight champion and held that position for 3 years. She has been considered one of the most dominant athletes in the world by ESPN magazine and listed in the Fortune magazine for one of the highest paid fighters of all time, showing that no one can deny her access. Most recently, however, she had to face a new level of determination when she recorded her first loss via a devastating knockout by boxer Holly Holm. At first, the world was shaken, but after some healing, she promised to come back stronger than ever. At first, some would roll over and quit after that. Some would say they had a good run. She has certainly set herself up to ride off into the sunset and never return to fighting. But that is what makes her such an incredible role model, which is my final point. She has become a role model for women and girls everywhere. Being a good role model to me means making wise life decisions and being someone parents want their child to look up to. This is shown in how she has carried herself as a women's athlete, but more importantly, how she has chosen to show what a woman's body type is. It is not a secret that in today's society, girls start dealing with body issues at a younger and younger age. It, Rousey, however, has a very healthy body type, typically weighing around 150 pounds, fighting at 135 pounds. Despite her more physical physique, however, she still has been on the cover of Sports Illustrated magazine's swimsuit issue and part of their body issue, proving that you don't have to bend the media's definition of beauty to tell a prime example for girls everywhere. For me personally, Rousey has been a role model and inspiration for me to start working out and to stay healthy. In conclusion, I believe it is Rousey's work ethic, determination, and an ability to be a great role model that has allowed her to smash stereotypes, elevate herself in a male-dominated sport, and become a true legend in the sports and entertainment industries. These things combined make her someone women should look up to and admire, knowing they can accomplish anything. So if you find yourself owning that business or in a position to hire, remember a person's qualities and qualifications reach far beyond their